Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our Abyssal Sorcerer max difficulty solo run. We defeated Act 1 pretty handily, so we're going to start cutting our demonic force way through Act 2. Well, demons, it's more chaos monstrosities and demons. We'll try to pick up more genuine devil spawn and alike as we go through, but as long as we avoid the kind of general chaff, I'm happy. There you go. So Act 2, same principle as we made our way through Act 1. Let's try and avoid the campsite as much as possible and go for as many fights and gold and XP opportunities as we can. So having a look, we want to avoid this and that, so really we've got choice of either pretty much any route, so let's see what's better. We get 3 in a row there, which is good, for the elite, but if we go for the elite we get stuck at a campsite, so we can go 3, 4, 5, 6 regular battles and 2 random events. So if we came down here we'd get stuck with, it'll be 2 battles and a random event no matter what, so then we get an elite without having to take a campsite here, so that's probably a bit better, and then we can choose between another fight or random event depending on how roughed up we are. So yeah, I think the bottom path is the way to go. No reason not to take our elite, and then this split is identical, isn't it? Fight, elite, elite. So yeah, that's that little kind of cul-de-sac there is irrelevant. We can take either path. So yeah, we'll go down this way. Into Risen Invader. So more undead, good. Just in case you were bored with the undead we already had. Yeah, that's good. I'm going first. I can probably just stick you sort of in the centre. Dogs on the flank would be good. Where's the tough ones? The big unit is one with 2 wounds. Interesting. Probably then just put you there and you there. And then the devil spawn can be sort of on the side to flank things. Something like this will do. So there are units of direwolves, dread knights, which are the one problem, and then some slow white guard. They're going to go first. They'll probably end up charging forward with, well, the hounds certainly at least. So I'm just going to stall with the axe and see what they do. Okay, here come the hounds. That wasn't difficult to piece together, was it? I might be able to squeeze out the way, so I can deny them their charge, which is nice and all. But I'm going to have to end up taking the front charge, in which case I sustain. Well, they get 5 hits, they'll be power 4, defense 3, only save a third. Yeah, that'll be like 3.33 dead Abyssal Hounds. I'll with my 3 attacks each, I'll wipe the unit, but I'll have to... Well, it'll be nice to heal it anyway, because they're down a man. So yeah, I might as well just use this to kill them, and then just take the heal at the end of this battle. Why not? I can probably roast to death with the flaming attack, but let's try and do some other stuff first. They'll come forward. I want to wait with the dragon, because I might be able to get it into a good flank on the Dread Knight, which would be convenient, so let's just go with this unit first to kind of stall for time. Yeah, also stalling for time with these silly placeholder units at the back. Just move you out the way to the side here. I'll do. Good, they've wasted both of theirs, so it's 2 and 2. Do I want you to fight that unit head on? Not really, but then again I don't particularly care. I could try being a bit clever here. I can assume where the Dread Knight's going to move, but I don't think I can pull that off. I'd rather they just take the dials on in a head-on fight. I've got better skill, I've got better power. I should, again, just kill them and take the healing. So yeah, why not? Well, I guess I could flee and have this. That would be an egregious waste of resources having the spawn deal with it, but if I really want to, I could. Good, they moved first, that's convenient for me. I can now do this. So let's do the fire breath first, see if I can wipe the unit. I cannot, unfortunately. Yeah, only 3 down. And I can use... I could net that unit in place rather than using Shadow Bolt. The problem is they'll then charge me rather than allowing me to flank the Dread Knights, which is what I really want. So, no, I'd rather Shadow Bolt them. 3 auto hits means we've got pretty good odds of wiping them. Yeah, perfect. And then you're just free hitting the Dread Knights. That requires you maybe take that fight. We'll see how I feel. You eliminate those. Intercept the knights for me. And then here I could flee and just have you come deal with it. It's not the worst solution, honestly. I think I've got enough movement such that I won't run off the board. Yeah, got it. Keeps my hounds. It's a full health unit, so I'd rather it not take unnecessary casualties. Plus they are, which is good, and it's an easy flank for the spawn. They're going to take forever to reach anything of consequence, so let's just ignore them. Come over here. Also irrelevant. They don't have good discipline, so I didn't really expect them to. Fair enough. If you want to distract this unit for a while for me, while I wait for other units to finish up what they're doing and come back, that would be fine. Just kind of get to there-ish. You probably want to Hex of Ruin this, because you don't want to get stuck on it. I don't think it makes the dragon's power 8 already, it doesn't actually make much of a difference. Oh well, better safe than sorry. And then you come around here to get in the way of the white guard. Here we go, I kind of expect you to win this. Yeah, they're all dead. You all sustain. Oh, the whole unit gets wiped. Yeah, that kind of happens there. They're both glass cannons, so we just end up smashing into each other and tearing each other apart. Good hit from the dragon, doing 4 wounds. Nothing in return. Great. They'll crumble a bit. 1 extra wound, fine. Hoping for 1 more. Would have meant we have less attacks to deal with, but oh well. That's probably going to hurt now. I can save those hounds at least. And we'll start getting around here. You're again menacing those. They're still rolling 10s. They're going to run off the field now. I can't stop it. You're never going to catch that unit. Don't even try. I could, if I was being cheeky, I might be able to get... Maybe I could do a double charge. I can hit it from 2 sides at once, which should be pretty easy actually. Yeah, why not? I don't think I can quite wipe the white guard in 1 turn, but it's worth a try. I'm not Hexaruining it, it's not really any point. Well, it would mathematically change things because I'm no longer power 8 on the dragon, which is all that matters. Can I do that many wounds? It would be nice not to get stuck here, so yeah, go on. Would have been nice to save Hexaruin for these, but I'd rather not get pummeled to death. 1 hit from you, dealing a wound, that's good, and then the dragon finishes it, good. Would have made no difference because I didn't roll any 5, so oh well. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Dread Knight's gone. And over here this should be pretty trivial. Yeah, the whole unit dies. I take a wound, but I've got 2 each, so keep all my double spawn. Unfortunately it's not a rear charge, otherwise I would have taken it. That's fine. You together you should be. It'll never get to turn, so they don't get too many attacks into me. You didn't actually reach that unit to flank them, that's fine. You'll start coming back over here to get them. And then you, I don't know, just skirt around this unit constantly until you just chip them away until our real heavy hitters get here. Hopefully you're the priority, so they just ignore this. If not, I can fly behind and flank them and stop them from hitting me in the back. There you go, so our extra tough hounds do a couple of wounds. Only 1, so I can't even lose 1. Yeah, only 1 wound. And the Northern Axes do a very good job for being a placeholder unit. Oh yeah, they've got their extra attacks now, I forget. They're actually pretty potent. They're not bad at all. Yeah, not the focus of the run, but they're up to being a useful unit now with that Demonic Fury. Good, the target's on the wrong unit, convenient for me. Get over there and eventually flank them. The more damage we do now, the more likely we are to break their morale. Somehow, however you manage to scare a skeleton into running away. If I go to... Well, they'll turn to face me wherever I am, so if I go to this side, it should be easy to get them into the rear charge next turn. The only downside is that they'll be facing that unit, so if I don't reach them, I'll be in trouble, but I think we should be fine. 2, I might lose 1 of the dogs. No, they missed that 1 attack, convenient. Oh well, 1 survives, but they'll lose the combat and crumble at least 1, so yeah, just an axeman. Starting his turn already, so you don't need to really bother with anything. In fact, I'm not, I'm just going to stand where I am and skip turn because I just, as a demonstration, this would happen and I'd get exactly what I wanted, but it doesn't matter, let's just skip the rest, it's over. So I don't think I lost an axeman, because yeah, the hound unit of course got wiped, how could I forget? It's sad it only gives you 1, if they give you 2 back I could have a full unit. Mordak level, that's nice. Bigger Shadow Bolt, yeah, I mean I'm using it a lot so why not. And the Dragon Ashen Claw leveled. Replenishment wouldn't be terrible. I have 5 wounds, which is bad, so actually I'd rather the attacks. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're perfectly healthy at that scale, so we're good. The Axeman leveled. Just more of them. Honestly, yeah, that would just turn them into a big brick. A nice size, and then full HP, full HP. I would like some more spawn, and they don't get extra gold or anything, so it go up to 12. We can then stretch the unit, I'll show you how to do it. And then these hounds have even more of them. Yeah, I turned also this one into a big brick of hounds as well. We're still stuck at 4, so I didn't get much auto replenishment and didn't get my high replenishment there. How unlucky. Fine, you win. I get staying at the exact same size. Yeah, the devil. They've correctly arrayed themselves for me. We get 6x6 for our maximum attacks. Because of their large base size, I think they can only go 6 across. Unlike say the axeman who could go 7 across. It's a bit excessive, but I'll just stay like that for now. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good size for Devil Spawn there. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18 attacks. Skill 5, rerolling everything, power. Like, I don't know, 8 on the charge or something silly. Very potent. Ooh, Dark. Okay, that's really good. So Dark Gift is pick a unit and, I don't know, make it holy. So I think tactically the best choice would probably be the Dragon. You can make it, it's defense 6, it has a bunch of wounds, and you can get it to, as I show you, get it to reroll all of its... Oh, it's the other one. Sorry, I completely misread. Dark Gift is take a unit... and then however many there are, roll dice. If you roll any 6s, or the required number of 6s, then the unit gets +1 power, +1 attacks, which is amazing. For any ones you roll, however, you end up losing, they die instantly. So you can keep re-rolling until you get the requisite, either enough 6s to meet the criteria, or enough 1s to completely kill the unit. So if it was the other one, I'll take this, but with Devil Spawn, yeah, I'll probably get it, but I'll lose so many of them that the unit won't be usable, and they only replenish 2 a time. It's truly tragic. It's going to take me like 4 or 5 battles to get back up to full strength, so an extra power and extra attack would be nice, but realistically they have enough power and attacks to kill everything they come across anyway, so whatever, who cares, I'm just going to leave it. So it's better off using some of these units, maybe one of the hounds. Which of these didn't get a good upgrade, remind me? That one, they've got no power, no attack. They can go up to power 6 on the charge and more attacks. You can go up to power 7 on the charge and more attacks. That's a bit excessive. And then you go up to 4 attacks. So leave that one. It's got the extra attacks already. So one of these two, and you've already got the power. So probably the one that's all defense. I can make the black claws here really impressive. Again, the dragon would be cool, but that's too easy. They only need 2, as opposed to, well, if you want these, they only need 1. Probably be easy for the blood flangs to get it. They also good base attacks each, so you'll be the tough unit and then you can be heavy hitters. I think that's more sensible. I don't risk losing so many because I need 2 6s. So I'll go with the blood flangs. Let's see what we do. Try it. Nothing yet. No 1s, no 6s. Got it. I got it without sustaining any casualties as well, so that's amazing. So there you go. A dark gift unit of blood fangs. I'll show that off. So they're now power 6 up to 7 and 3 attacks each. So just flat better than the demonic fury unit. Excellent. An elf garrison, so they're going to be shooting at us. We'll use some of our Wilson Axeman fodder and tough dragon to get in the way. I'm going first. Right, we'll send you down the flanks. Why not? We're both supercharged now, so put the more potent one on the side. You kind of decentralize so you can reach anything you want. And you kind of hide behind the dragon to make sure you aren't the primary target. Like that. So you can get onto that and kill it quickly. You can get onto that and kill it quickly. The real problem is that these Elf City Guard are they're all longbow units. So as you can see, they've got some horrendous damage output. They would shred my poor dogs. So I need to basically get into here and engage them as fast as possible. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to shove the dragon up there straight away to draw their eye. If I can draw their shots into me, that would be ideal. It'll be really great. So I could maybe get there to... I'll be just close, so I'm just close enough to be shot by that one, which is good. And then I'll get the flank charge on them when I do charge. So they won't pivot or move or anything. They'll stay where they are. I can even get my ranged attack into there. How convenient. Any damage I can do to them now to reduce the output is appreciated. Don't think they'll reach me, so I can ignore them. That's just a third of the unit gone. Perfect. But they didn't, so that's good. That worked as planned. I now love to start getting onto these bolt throwers. Obviously, if I get closer first, it gives it a short range shot. I'll take more casualties. And it's particularly annoying because they have lethal shots, which means they do double wounds. So I would normally count the dogs with their 2 wounds are just going to end up getting killed at the exact same rate anyway. It doesn't help them. That count, but they've only got 3 shots, so they can't stop me from getting there and killing them. It's just a question of how much damage I take. I'm desperately not wanting them to target the Devil Swarm though, so I'm going to force feed them the Hound unit. You get your shot, yeah, whatever, but I get to spare my Devil Spawn. You're going to kill those dogs. I'm not fussed, they're going to get shot anyway. Annoyingly, they haven't gone yet, so I should probably stall and wait for that to happen. We'll just put you forward somewhat. You should target the dragon because it's closest, and because I'm defense 6, I have a 2-up save. Taking no damage whatsoever. Plate barding there, absolutely crucial. As soon as you buy a dragon or any monster like this and you have the option, buy it, because I would just save myself 3 wounds. So who hasn't shot yet? So these have all discharged now, so that one hasn't gone yet, I don't think. I mean, it's not going to change the equations, it will just get you up there to kill it now. Ideally, I'd reach the flank and then I could go straight into their side, but I don't think I can pull that off. And 10 shots from those, which they hit 9. Yeah, take a wound, fine. Relatively okay. They have 2 units left, which is what, that one to shoot, and one which they'll press the pass button, which doesn't really matter. Can you get there to flank that unit? No, because of this horrid tree line slowing you down. You could have probably managed it were it not for that. Oh well, just sort of chill out here then. Maybe look there and zip forward next turn. They'll be charged and they'll be charged, so don't worry about it. Alright, let's see the damage. They only get 1 hit. Oh, tough dog, look at that. Nail tight. So you're now safe to move because they've discharged their annoying gun. Just have you come up here. Eventually you'll get a flank on that unit. So the weapon masters, who the true great sword re-rolling combat unit are. Okay, we're a fast army, so we can get them to all of their shooting stuff immediately. Which is great. Wipe them out, guys. Good. 10 city guard there unaccounted for. Okay, annoyingly they came to me, so I'm going to flank them with this unit instead. They can't target anything currently, so I'm curious to see what they end up doing. I'll just do this now while I have a second. I'll do. Nothing, they just moved basically the wrong way. So you should now hopefully be able to get through. Oh, for crying out loud, Woods, how are you going to slow me down that much? I'll go around them. Is it technically far? Do I pop out this side faster if I walk around? Not really, no, it's the same problem. Fine, whatever, I'll just... Oh, maybe I did touch the woods, that slowed me down. The whole point is I get through here without getting in the way. Okay, I'll try to do it next turn. Right, Hex of Ruin, do I really care? Not particularly. I guess you can, if they're going to get flanked and stop there, you can just start making your way around this way to be a nuisance. And then here, we're power 8 already. I guess it would technically help the attacks of the sorcerer, but who cares? These things are defense 4. You'll be power 7 on the charge, so already 6 plus. You'll be power 6, so I guess I could cripple that one. So I just get through it in 1 turn. There you go. So the sorcerer doesn't hit anyway, so it would be completely irrelevant. So it's all down to the dragon. He's already saving on 6 plus. They're all 2 6s annoyingly. No damage. With their discipline and ranks, they'll probably hold though. No, they rolled terribly. Convenient. Hound's here. Kill it instantly. Take no damage. Perfect. And the hound's here. Yeah, because I crippled it, it would have survived were it not for me using the... Somehow you lost the hound to combat with a bloody bolt thrower, but okay, I'll forgive you. 2 hit, it did maximum damage, no saves, that's the only way you lose one. Now you're going to get shot. Would you rather get shot or charge into the city guard again? Just come back there and flank them. Probably charge, because I'm going to do that because the AI might do that brain dead thing where it targets me and doesn't shoot anyway. The question for me becomes, are they going to shoot you if I don't charge you in? Probably. I can take 3 attacks or 10 shots from those. Probably better off just taking the attacks. They're going that way. Oh no, they're targeting my dogs. How could you? Okay, it's now a perfectly sized unit of 6, which I don't mind. Killing the ones at the back doesn't matter much because I still get all the attacks from the big attacks from the front rank. So you get to there, and you kind of rush up here. Try and draw a line of sight. Just about see them there, so that should be okay. And you, well, in case by some horrid miracle this unit holds on, you can flank them. And you Hex of Ruin these to help the dogs hit them more effectively. I was already power 7, that was irrelevant. Oh well. Probably should have helped this one actually. 2 attacks, hitting twice. Hitting an axeman, fine, you lose by a whole lot. No hits from the sorcerer again. The dogs kill 3. Yes, I do lose 1 exchange, so be it. That's more than enough to break them. Finishing moves. Again, we could take that charge, unless they get... I'll probably hold off on this because they're liable to use units, so unless those 2 guys hit me twice and wound me twice, I won't lose another dog. They failed to rally, so it's not going to matter once that unit breaks, the battle's over. We'll just do this just in case. And they may hold, I suppose, so I'll move you over here and have you hit them in that side. That's it. No more Hicks of Ruin, don't care about any of their spells. Skip, skip, skip. Well, I don't lose one, but they might... Ah, blast, they do hold. Okay, so I'm going to take casualties now. So where's their morale so good when they clearly like lost really badly? They rally with their good discipline, and for that reward they'll end up getting recharged by a full strength unit of Devil Spawn. So be it. I'll probably regenerate 1 for free, in which case it's a unit of 6, and 6 is a kind of perfect size. The ones at the back aren't really that useful. It's just kind of like ablative wounds, but never mind. Wound on the dragon, 1 back, that's good, okay. No one leveled, you're still healthy enough, you're potent enough. 12 is a good size for you, I'll keep you as you are. 6 is a good size, and then I want, yeah, you can get full replenishment there. They're pretty strong at, and I might wait, because if I get extra unit size next battle, I can then press that and I can get a proper size unit, as opposed to doing it now, being 5 of 5, and then doing it again. It's kind of a waste, so the gold is probably a bit better. Which is well timed, because we're about to go into a shop. Which one do you think, up or down? I don't really care. I guess just pick one at random. Whatever. Hey, we finally got a kind of demon unit. We'll take the dragon spawn immediately. Thank you. So, and they're cheap as well, which is great. We get levels on them, which is cool. An extra one or attacks. Now, so they start with 3 of them. So from an attack standpoint, that basically makes no difference, because you can either add a guy and go from 9 attacks to 12 attacks, or be 3, 6, 9, or you can add attack each, so you go 4 attacks each, so 9 attacks to 12 attacks. So no difference there. The unit size would add 4 more wounds to the unit, I suppose, so it would make it wider, so it's harder to flank stuff. What it would really do, however, is it would change a certain property that Dragonspawn have that I can probably show off now. I think it will give me the upgrade immediately. So yeah, I'm going to take the unit size. I can't benefit from it immediately. I have to wait a battle to get the replenishment. But I think it's in this case, usually I take the attack, but for them, for dragons, the fire scales here, there's a special reason you would care. And then the skill. Oh, the wounds! You can make them wounds 5. So they have great weapons. They'll be power 6 on the charge with okay skill and not great number of attacks. The skill would be useful, but I think just being unkillable would actually be better. Once you're up to 5 wounds, you really don't have to worry about losing them anymore. So if I have a look at them... Yes, haha. So you can buy them all flamethrowers. So they're dragon spawn. They're basically little dragons. You might as well give them all flamethrowers. So that's incredible, because each guy in the unit, or rather each dragon spawn, gets a flame attack. So if you make the unit bigger and keep expanding it, they have an insane number. They become super potent. I see down here the Devil Spawn have a curse stand, it's a +1 attack. Yes, please, just turn them into a super unit. The axe I'll consider. Fireball on you is pretty good. Chuck out some flame spells. I'll take the Banner of Fury here, more power, and then Fireball there. 75 left. Do I want anything? Hand weapon for you. I really don't care about your combat attacks. Extras. Oh no, that's that would drop the defense of these axemen from 4 to 3, but give them 3 attacks each. Honestly, they're probably pretty good as they are. Now with the Banner of Fury, they'll be 5 on the charge. It's a good kind of... I like the split between defense, hand weapon, and shield versus 2 extra attacks. The extra attacks are probably better, but you wind up sustaining a lot of casualties. If I didn't already have 2 attacks, I would take it, but from a kind of breakpoint standpoint, you can use, if you flank something with 2 attacks, you'll just win anyway. So yeah, just fine. This is a better kind of happy medium. There's our dragon spawn, very cute. You know, kind of demons going, fire scales. Yeah, so there's our flamers. So D3 each, so 3 D3, power 5 shots, get some nice range damage going on. So yeah, I think I'll leave everything else on the table. I don't need prowess, I don't need command. And it's combat score. They're going to win combat every time they get into combat anyway. And why would you reroll discipline? They're not running. So, oh, you could. Oh, that's a trick. I could buy the attacks and the armor. That would leave their defense the same for an extra attack, but the only cost would be you'd lose 1 movement. It costs more gold than I have right now, so I probably leave it until next shop when I can do that. So yeah, I'll leave that for now. But maybe when I have some more cash to spare, I'll upgrade them. That's fine. Do I want to go... Yeah, well, I was about to say, do I want to go up or down? I don't have much choice, do I? I think it's got to be that one. It's an Imperial Regiment. Okay, so there'll be... Well, as the picture gave away, there'll probably be a cannon at the back somewhere that you want to deal with. I'll keep my 2 wound guys away from them. Axeman, please tank any cannon fire that we're about to face. I'd be very appreciative. You, Dragon, protect my precious units here. Well, you can kind of hide behind that one. And then, I don't know, you race down the side. I forgot to spread that unit, unfortunately, but it'll be not too much of a difference. It's fine, and everyone else is sort of okay. Just give them enough space to slip through there. So hopefully the Dragon or this Axeman unit takes the shooting. Just do that just in case. Yeah, there it is, so I'll put you right in front to tank it. I go first, good. Can you... I can just kind of test this in advance. Can you get far enough? Yes, you can. I can spring all the way up there and catch the cannon in 1 turn. So to do that, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you forward to guarantee that you're the target of the cannon. And possibly that crossbowman unit as well. I don't care about that as long as it doesn't interfere with my charge there. So they're just going to come bumbling forward. We'll just start preemptively flanking them now. I'd love to get the dragon onto that unit because the dogs can handle that one. I guess I can just move the... Well, I was going to say move the dragons one forward, but I want to wait for them to waste their time shooting something first. I can't reach them this turn. What I can do is I can just plonk myself here, and then next turn I should be able to get over. I should come this way because it would be easier to just guarantee I'm not accidentally caught by the spearman or something stupid. Do I want to spell something? I could net something in place. I can net the halberdiers in place and kind of separate the two and make it easier to flank. Yeah, why not? Might as well. Stuck and start barbecuing foot knights. They're pretty tough, so it's going to take a while. Yeah, you're going to get. Actually, what I'd love is a banner of mist on this unit. That would be really good if I'm using it as an anti. Well, it's not really an anti-shooting thing. It's a more just shoot this unit rather than anything else unit. So they've shot now, so you're now safe to move, which is good. Get up here, and I can't quite reach it to flame it this turn, I'm afraid, but maybe next turn. Yeah, they've got good movement and good range on the flamers, but not quite there. If I wait, they might come far enough forward to give me a shot. So let's instead stall with someone else. You just come up here and there to flank someone later. They're wasting a turn, and then I guess I'll waste a turn. Well, eventually I want you to flank that footman unit, so just come to there. Good, now I know where they are. I might be able to reach them. Hey, that worked. It was worth waiting. Roast them. Oh, yeah, so great flamer damage. Their turn, they're going to shoot the axeman, which is perfect for me. Yeah, kill a couple axemen. Gives the dogs free rein to do this. As long as that unit doesn't get in the way, of course, that might be a bit annoying. Oh, that's a tad if I might not be able to get there because they're in the way. Oh, surely I can reach. Unless I go through the unit. Have you accidentally saved that cannon by putting that unit in the perfect spot? Maybe. Let's try finagling a bunch of different distances here. 14.9. Gets me into their charge range, sadly, so that will be 14.8. Twist and move up a bit. So I'm outside of their range. Oh, I don't know if that counts. I mean, it very much looks like I could touch it. If I go any further forward, they can definitely see me, so I can't do that. I'll have to just make do with being here, I'm afraid. No, I can't get away with that little tip of movement. I can do that though. 0.0, that's about as good as I can get it. I mean, I'm touching it, you'd hope that would work. Let's see whether or not the game gives it to me. Probably not, if I had to guess. This would be pretty cool about that. I don't think the lip that I'm touching there would count. It does count. I get away with it. Excellent work. Phew. And this is all just waiting for better. I think I could flank them immediately. Or I could just barbecue them with that unit a couple more times. You'll come over here and flame them, take their shot and get over. I don't really care. Just fly straight over. Now, if you want to be clever, position yourself in such a way that you're in their range, so they don't pivot. So this is perfect. So they'll take the shot onto me, which is okay, because if I moved any further over and I was out of their range, they'll just end up turning to shoot me anyway. So I want the shot into the dragon, which is okay. And then, but I don't want them to move, so this would be ideal. And I'll just reduce their damage up. And now, Fireball or Shadow Bolt. Now your 3 guaranteed hits at power 5, or 1 to 6 hits at power 5. But I guess you can go for the spike version, try and get a bit lucky. As long as you don't roll a 1 or a 2. So mathematically, of the 6 outcomes, 1 or 2 would be worse, 3 would be equal, and then 4, 5, or 6 would be better. So of those, 4 outcomes are equal or better, and only 2 are worse, so you're better off throwing the fireball. Yeah, we rolled a 4, we did better. Perfect. They move. Okay, you turn around, so what I'm going to do is, you're going to go into their side, and you're going to go into their back, which should be fine. I just need them to move, so I can definitely slip in there. You've moved forward already. They'll move forward to about, well, where that one got last turn, but not far enough, I think, to save this unit from being flanked like this. Yeah, that's just a free side charge for the devil spawn. I'm definitely in range. Yep. I'm going to shoot you point blank. Take a wound, fine. Good. Still waiting for you to move. You're not really doing anything here, just come around this way. Now I know where they are. That's a perfect flank there. Still waiting for those to get a move on. Well, this is all pretty much covered in this direction, so not a whole lot to do really. They might end up coming to, so what I'm going to use this unit as bait. So you're going to charge those. If they stay there, I'm going to shove the dogs right in their way so that they can charge the dogs. I can flee them, which will buy the devil spawn enough time to get out of their way. Maybe. It's worth a try. I don't know if that's how that will actually go in practice, but it's worth a go. Can you get far enough to get around this unit and recharge those? You can, absolutely. Perfect. So you'll do that. And I don't know, do you want to... Yeah, as I run by... So just get... So take the shot on these. So basically just kill those 2 so that the spearman unit only has 2 attacks into the dogs rather than 3. There you go. Much appreciated. And we'll do our trick here. And turn. Yeah, we've made that. Go a bit further forward because it makes it easy for the dogs to perform their charge. Easy, isn't it? The high maneuverability of the dragon spawn is very appreciated. Dead cannon. There it's back. That's what we like to see. All their nasty range stuff contended with. Been hit, so we'll go ahead and intercept that unit. With those, thereby freeing you up to flank them. You can flank them. You go the wrong way. Perfect. This is even easier. Use Curse Standard now. It's now a 3 attack. So if I did send them into the Dark Gift and I got it, we presume they'd be now up to 4 attacks with the Curse Standard. But again, I didn't even realise, in fact, with Curse Standard and their 2 attacks, re-rolling everything base, there's not going to be anything you encounter where you need the extra attacks. I think they mathematically kill pretty much everything in the game at this point. Otherwise, yeah, you can just stall that unit until they kill this, and then you can come flank that one. Just stand here in their way, draw their attention. Kind of show off the devil spawn potency. Do I want to... No, just stand there. Basically, it's a choice of, do I want to Hex or Ruin anything? Does it mathematically matter? They're power 4. It would make a difference here, but they're going to win anyway, don't worry about it. They'd be power 5, 6 on the charge with the halberds. If I reduce it, I could reduce those. I'll probably help this, because they're likely to struggle a bit with their equal skill and no rerolls. This is an auto win, and power what? 5, 6 with the Great weapon on the charge, 7 with the Banner of Fury. And well, they would save on 5+ rather than 6+, so it would make a difference there, but that's the one unit you don't really need to help, so we'll just do this one. Really show off what the Dragon Spawn can do with a bit of assistance. Yeah, they don't hit great, so I like that decision. It's an extra kill. I'm hopeful to break them, but maybe not. I mean, they're high discipline. No, they still give up. Losers. And this one is... I was brave and assumed the dogs would win anyway. Take a wound, but that doesn't cost this one. They break as well. Well done, hounds. Mordak gets 2 kills. Look at him go. Which is equal to the dragon of all things. Also had it. Yeah, their entire army just crumbled. And a really impressive one. 24 attacks now. 16 hits, which is 23 of 24. Amazing. Killing 17 of them. 1 hit back, so they can't even kill a guy. We were 1 foot knight off wiping the whole unit. Tragic. Can you reach those immediately? No, unfortunately not. So you can just barbecue that. I'm going to wait to see if they rally. You can definitely charge and kill those. They turned to face my Devil's Ball. That's annoying. I wanted to rear charge you. Fine. What I might be able to do is draw their attention. So I'm just going to stand here. So I'm outside of their range there, which is good. They failed to rally. That's embarrassing. Okay, just... I'll reward you for failing to rally by roasting 2 more footlights. They also failed to rally. This is dismal discipline checks. I guess you can... Well, they're going to run after the end of this turn. They're going to run up there, so I'm not even going to be able to flank them. That unit, 1 unit somewhere does rally. Oh, was it those? Oh, maybe I looked at someone else. Oh, a crossbowman. No, that was you. Funny. Okay, well. I don't think I belong for this world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a bunch of units directly behind them with the hope that they take the bait and turn around and face me. Well, that's a quick fireball. Usually that animation's a bit slower. Turn and face me, you cowards. And you just sort of stand there. They're all dead. Just a meal for the Black Claws. And you might as well do this now. I mean, what are we waiting for? We're at full HP, so even if they hold and turn around, there's basically no chance they hack one of the dragon spawn to death. They do turn around. You have fallen for my cunning trap. And it's still running. Hilarious. With 10 discipline, they keep failing the checks. Probably just try and preempt where they're going. I mean, you're going to die, so don't worry about it. Just come over here and help these if they need it. Hexer room again, why not? Does anything else matter? Not really, no. Does anything with their low number of attacks, they don't do a lot of damage up close. I'm going to have to either increase their numbers or increase their attacks to help with that. Devil Spawn doing what they do best. There's our true Blender unit there. With that 2-handed great weapons. This unit, just nets, that's pointless. Just skip everything else, nothing to do. The only way this goes wrong is if they somehow manage to kill a 5 wounds dragon spawn. Make 5 times, so if I fail every save, no, I take no damage whatsoever. Yeah, the Foot Knights are more of a tank unit than a damage dealer themselves. They're highly durable, but they don't really offer much attack power. Yeah, 1 attack each, power 3. 12 hits is really 16, killing 14 of them. What an unbelievably potent unit. They basically kill everything they come into contact with. Lost a couple axemen, that's fine. They're tanking all the nasty range fire for us. Everyone else is okay. Let's start leveling. So the Blood Fangs have leveled. The replenishment isn't particularly useful right now, so I mean it would be useful later when I want to increase the unit size, but whatever, we can just... I mean, they still get... It only increase unit size by 3, and I get like 3 to 4 every time anyway, so that's fine. The Hounds, just take more gold, you're fine as you are. And the Devil Spawn I've leveled again. Ooh, even more size. All the replenishment, so I get... The replenishment, it increases it by 50%, so what would happen is you would go from an extra 2 when you clicked heal to an extra 3. It's really worthless. And the unit size is obviously nice, but I don't really need a unit beyond 12 because once I increase the unit size any further, all that's going to happen is they're going to get some guys shoved to the back, so a third rank will appear. They don't get to attack, so they're really just there as kind of ablative wounds for the guys in front, which is nice, but I already have 3 extra ablative wounds for when I want that, so it's going to be 6 wounds at the back there, so there isn't really any value increasing the size anymore than that. They're kind of just good as they are, so we'll just take the gold. I'm going to be pressing gold on almost every time. It's a pretty healthy unit. 5 is fine for you. I'll increase you again. I'll definitely have the extra dragon spawn. Great, so they get their damage. 6 is a good size. 7 is a great size. And 12 is a good size. Happy with that. So that's 4 across. That's very good. I'll stretch you out. I obviously like to lose a hound, so I go down to 6. That'd be convenient, but otherwise that's perfectly arrayed. That's a nice friendly block. I could do that and get more attacks. Yeah, I've got some wounds at the back. I don't think that's a terrible idea. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So I think we've got... Yeah, we'll have time. We'll go for the elite as well. Why not? Shadow Master Itch. So rats. Good thing we have all these high number of attacks units. We're going to need them to get through the sheer number of rats we're about to fight. They're going first. That's fine. I'm just going to have the... There'll probably be some range stuff. Usually they have a couple of units of those nasty long rifles, so... If you can kind of tuck your way into the corner. The 2 wounds ones, maybe you can distract something while you kind of get there. If you kind of stand in the way, that would be ideal. You can tank some stuff and protect my 4 units there, and then you just kind of just make sure these aren't the target. And these 2 are the ones I want shot, quote unquote. So yeah, there's 2 long rifles there. I thought so. Immediately shoot the dragon. So if you have to shoot something. I take the save, good. They've got lethal shots, so they do double wounds, but they're only power 5, so you can usually get away with it. They're going to shoot me again. I'm happy with them to... Nope, they're going to do something else first. Just take the shot. Yep. Oh, they hit every time. That's annoying. 665. There you go. That's how you beat long range shooting. You just roll a bunch of saves. Good. I'm going to see where these move. If I'm lucky, I could just skip that unit and go straight for the long rifles. They're going to come barreling forward. So what I'd like to do in that case, I can probably preemptively set up a charge here. Like so. So they'll get... because of that extra hound, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit, is the problem. They need to inflict a casualty or something. It's worth a try, but what I'm pretty sure will happen is they'll come charging forward. I'll be in a perfect position to flank, but then it won't let me because of the... They'll come forward. I need to wait for them to come forward so I can squeeze through here and maybe hit the flamers. You can just shoot that one and then back off. We could probably kill it at range without ever having to engage it properly. There's no reason to waste time hitting it when I can just barbecue it to death. Are they moving? There they come. So yeah, they did exactly what I thought that would be. They didn't reach me. It would be a perfect flank charge. But because I'm a 2 unit deep rather than a 1, I don't think I could fit my block in there. Which is going to deny me the charge. So what I'll have to do is just draw them out instead. Further out here so I can then get a easier charge later. That's less of a concern. Do I want you to fight that unit head on? Not particularly. I want to wait for these to move so I can definitely sneak the dragon in there without sustaining casualty. I also need to wait for that one to move to position you, so they aren't going to bother you up here, of course. So I'll just have you kind of move forward-ish. Yeah, it's not a problem. And then you can do the same. Good, I know where that's landed now. That makes it very easy to get you into the correct position. Oh, that bit of terrain might be just enough to stop me. Come on, just get round. No, it isn't. Good. So I can escape his radius, which gets it a free and easy charge onto the flamers. Good, they'll die without ever getting a volley off. And now I know where everything is landed, so that tells me where I can put the dragon. Right there, piece of cake. So just, you can't obviously land on impassable terrain, but you can fly over it. So just tweak ourselves over to the side a bit. That works perfectly. So what I'll do, what I'd like to do really is I'll probably get do all the range damage into the one I'm not charging, and probably kill it, and then charge the other one. That's a good way of splitting them. So let's charge that one. So, well, it would be nice to get further away from this unit actually, in case they come attack me. So maybe I'll shoot that one and charge that one instead. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it this way. So shoot that one. Perfect. Max damage to start. Only got one wound left and I can easily deal that. Let's do the Greater Shadow Bolt because the guaranteed hits are better than accidentally rolling a 1 with the Fireball. They'd have to roll 555 here to survive. Good, that's one unit dealt with, and then you can kill the other one. It's a flank as well, even better. Let's see how this goes. So I suspect it won't let me do it because I can't fit in base contact. I thought as much. Yeah, that's the problem of this is saying having that 1 extra hound. It gets me 1 extra attack, but is a massive problem in terms of kind of tactical positioning. Oh well, you deal with that, you deal with that. Everyone else is fine as you are. That's all of their range stuff dead before it really did anything to me. Perfect outcome. You've Hex of ruined my dragon. That's annoying. I don't really care. Inch forward. I'm going to counteract that easily enough. I'm kind of running out of time there, so let's quote unquote stall with the dragon. I can net one of these units in place. If I net, if I net that one in place, it might be possible to flank this, but they're just going to come charging forward with the skulkers anyway. I can't really stop it. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. So what else will I do? Hex of Ruin, not really worth it, so I might as well just be a nuisance now while I have the chance. Good, they come forward. Can I now fit this unit in the side? Probably not, but maybe I could be cheeky and kind of swap them over. If I can get you far enough this way, I might be able to flank with this unit instead. No, I can't. I can't escape their charge radius, I'm afraid. And get there to the correct position. So this won't do, that's still a front charge. Yeah, that 1 extra dog is really costing me here. So again, I just have to keep luring them out this way as far as possible. So just do that. Eventually you have to get far enough that I can actually get them to the side there. Then I'm going to come forward and get you out of the way of that unit, of course, please. So, safe. Well, they come yet completely covered all those flanks there, so I can't actually get behind anything. How diligent of you. So they've moved already, but that one hasn't. So what I should probably do is start dragon spawning these units, because I can kill them effectively, and then I can easily flank other stuff. I might, if I'm lucky, maybe I could squeeze into the side of... The problem is I have to... Well, this turn, okay, this turn I'm going to stay this way, because if I was facing that way this turn, I would have been able to flank them. No, they're going that way. And I've annoyingly just caught the dogs, so I'm probably going to have to run the dogs away later, but that's not the end of the world. You can then move and turn, get your volley off. Yep. So that unit now. I think the average is 8, so I guess that's fine. So yeah, next turn I can kill the unit in 1 shot. They stay in place because I made it so they can't move. You out the way. That's sort of safe there. Eventually I might be able to flank something. Just keep giving the AI chances to make mistakes and they eventually will. Dragon eats rat. You took a wound. Because I'm only defense 3, I'm taking a wound, but never mind. Good enough. Over here. That's a dead unit of flamers. They do nothing back. Bizarre. I do this now. They've inched forward. Yes, I can. There you go. Perfect. You just want to run. Don't take a monstrosity head on. You're waiting for stuff to come to you. That's a really awkward position, but never mind. So you made that very easy to flank. You've made them defense 0. That's going to suck when they start hitting me, but okay. Right, let's use the dragon first. Well, he's probably going to target you, so let's use these hounds first, actually. Probably come up here. I'm a little bit concerned you won't actually break them. So have you stand here and get ready to flank charge them if necessary. Forward the inch. Let's just rally you now. Great, I can. That means if I need to flee again, I can do so. That's convenient. Still haven't moved that block, which is what I'm really worried about, or that one. It's a bit of a hassle, so let's just take the shot with you. 7, again, slightly below average. But that leaves them with 1 skulker, which means they can rear charge something with that 1 skulker. That's frustrating. Okay, can I get around that with something? Not until I see where that moves, annoyingly. Oh, let's just do this now. I intended to kill this unit regardless. There you go, they're dead. How far can I get, do you think? Can they reach me? No, not from there. So I guess I could just net them in place and resolve the ambiguity. Yeah, they did lock onto me, so that's all their units, so we can start counteracting. Well, you can easily get there and now flank those. Flank charge. And you just keep backing away from these while I eventually kill them all. Don't really want to take those head on. Because the problem is they have a combination of the high attacks from these and the Hex of Ruin spell, which would just be devastating. Okay, I'm hoping to break the alphas in one turn here, so good hit roll please. 13's pretty good, and then decent power means, yeah, that should be enough even with their... Gonna kill me on 6s, but they can't do enough damage to win, so I'm okay. I lose 2, which might be perfect, because if I get 1 back for free, I'll be at my ideal size of 6. Okay, so I'll have you deal with that. Yeah, that one pest there gets to charge me, so I flee again. Well done. Forward you inch. Right, we've got lots of dogs active doing nothing here, so you can stay here. Just in case that unit holds on, you can rear charge them. Okay, you've chosen not to engage me properly. They rally again. Very brave hounds. Way to go, Bloodfangs. Alright, they've gotten right up into my grill now, so I have to do something about that. Again, they're getting just far enough to be in... So if they come forward, I might be able to fly over them and hit one of these in the back. That would be convenient. Good, they do come forward. That makes it very easy to completely ignore them and do this. Is it a rear charge or a side charge? It will be... Well, if I go straight... Well, no, you don't actually see them if you go straight. Just trying to set up a rear charge on this one. That's obviously fine, but I might have gone a bit far. Let's do a little bit more twisting. So 19.6. I now see it very clearly. And it's clearly a back charge. Perfect, we'll take that. Even do some damage to it on the way. I'd love to... I'd rather barbecue that one, but I'm not going to have the choice. I don't have the angle for it. Oh well. Can I just do the fire breath? Yes, I can. All saves, where to go? Fireball them, why not? Max damage fireball, not bad. You know, 2 wins just makes it easier to deal with them later. Well, if they charged anything, it would just be that unit again, so don't worry. You're going to have turn around. I'm going to have you willingly take on that wounded spawn, because it only has 6 attacks and I have 5 wounds each. So, with this flame attack, wow, max damage flame attack, it's dead anyway. Okay, so if it survived, I would have taken them on anyway. It's kind of irrelevant now. You're going to get rear charged by that unit, so you're the only one that's active. You're going to flee from one skulker so you don't take the damage, so you can flank. Well, you can, in fact, you might be able to be cheeky here, and I could easily get a rear charge there, but the problem is if they're not gone, they're going to end up charging me instead of them. So if I wanted to do that, I'm going to have to do it the long way and go like right out the side here. No, I can't. I don't quite have the movement for it, I'm afraid. Well, this works fine, because what they're going to have to do either, they're going to end up facing me, or they're going to face me and I'm going to rear charge them with the dogs next time anyway. So eventually they're going to get screwed. Okay, the Warlock does nothing, and then my unit here with the Banner of Fury, 12 hits, equal skill, so fine. You get 7 of them. Axe hits from those 3 back, killing 2. That's not really relevant. I've still got 2 wounds left spare. There you go. You in place first. Okay. Oh, they can. I guess I could just flee those. Yeah, that works fine for me. Because I can. You just flee. There's no reason to take any damage here. Just get everyone away and then get perfect charges afterwards. So there'll be. I can rear charge those with those. They can't stop me, and I can just cook that unit to death with the dragon spawn. I can reach them, no problem. They rally, I'll have to do something about that. They don't rally, that's embarrassing. I guess I could rear charge them with the hounds just by... Annoyingly, I can't turn around because... this is what... So, very weird interaction here. So, when you're twisting, you cannot twist through an enemy unit, which is why when I try and do this, you see you get stuck there. You can, however, twist through an ally, so I can illegally move to here, get beyond them so I can twist around, twist through my ally, and then come to here, and then I can move forward, which allows me to position there and turn around and rear charge them. Incredibly awkward, but it works. Okay, you Hex of Ruin this so it dies in 1 turn, please. And then you come over here and probably that one pest, the most dead skulker that's ever Skull to the earth. There you go. So you'll be recharged. You'll be recharged. So just, I don't know, come around here. And they'll kind of move out the way for you, so you can just start getting in a position to flank that a minute later. Okay, can I do this in a turn? Mordak does a wound, that helps. The dragon only hits twice, so I know it's going to end up surviving this because of your poor rolling. And it holds. Okay, great, we get to take some damage for free. So you can just kill it off for me. You deal with that for me. And you make sure they don't come back into the game. Before they come soon, in a perfect position obviously to flank charge those. So what I'll do is use the curse damage now. That'll chop the whole unit to death, no problem. I'm going to have you rush up here. The reason being is that I can force them to charge you because they can't really declare charge on anything else. And because of my higher movement than the enemy, I should be able to just run away, thereby completely nullifying them. As long as I'm getting too close to my ally here, it's not letting me position as such. Just want to be a real nuisance about it and get nice and close. No, I need to be further away. Back at this stage is where that would have been determined. No, further. Like that. So they just have to target me in effect. Everything else is just fine, I guess. Rally some stuff. In case they hold on, come around here. And the dragon, there's nothing. Hex will ruin something. You're definitely dead, so Hex will ruin that one. So they're the one that might hold on. Right, this is just an exercise in how many wounds my poor dragon takes. Oh yeah, now you kill it. 1. There you go. So we're stuck at 4 wounds again. 3 will go up to 4 for free. Here you take 22 to new hits, and then the 12 guys die 18 times. That makes sense. And this is probably enough to break them, so they run away again. Yep. So it says wavering, but they've actually moved over to routing this turn. Sometimes it doesn't quite move that over correctly. But just a couple of Axemen and Hounds, that's a pretty good run. That's a few levels as well. Auto replenishment, yeah, that's it. Perfect dog size, 6 of 6, appreciated. More active levels. Interesting. Random stat on you is almost worthless because I don't really care about your damage output. So it's either gold or greater ruin. So whenever I use Hex of Ruin, -3 defense, also reduces power. So -3 power and defense on an enemy unit. Effectively pick an enemy unit and turn it off for a turn. It can't hit anything properly and it can't sustain them. So probably, I mean, Hex of Ruin is already the best spell in the game, arguably. Greater Ruin is, by an obscene margin, the best spell in the game. It's absurd. The dragon levels takes more attacks because I just need you to kill things. Northern Axe's level, just take more of them. Yeah, why not? I don't need that right now. I can leave that for now. We can get larger unit size later, but it's nice to have the option. And the Night Pelts. I mean, there's nothing too fancy there. Just take the gold. Okay, so you're at a perfect size. You're at a perfect size. You're at a perfect size. 4 is usable, as we've noticed. I don't need to bother until they drop down lower, so we'll keep that for now. You're maxed out already. You're healthy as you are. I could take the extra wounds or 2, but honestly 4 is enough to be combat viable, and we get to take our full gold session. So there you go, we maxed out on gold. Someone wants to add that up for me and tell me what I got. That would be great. And it's an elite, so yeah, a huge amount of cash. Not bad at all. Right, so we'll stop there. That's good enough. We'll be able to complete Act 2 in the next part. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like, subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I massively appreciate it. And if you have any notes on potential future SOVL runs, it will really be max difficulty, or so characters you'd like to see the game beaten on, and maybe a kind of themed run, that would all be great. You can leave comments down in the comment section. I do take the time to stop and read them all. It also means that pressing the buttons and leaving comments that maybe someone who otherwise wouldn't have seen SOVL or even know it existed gets recommended the video. The only reason I know it exists is because of YouTube videos like this. So yeah, maybe you'll help someone out, or if you just want to chat with me and others, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.